My mother is upset with me, but I can't do anything to influence our relationship. I have a 4-year-old son, a child loved by everyone and long awaited. Both grandmothers, my mother and my husband's mother, were in seventh heaven when my grandson was born. I love my child madly, like any mother. My mother is upset with me because I don't leave my son with her for long. Yes, sometimes I bring him to visit her to play for a few hours, but nothing more. Mom often offers to leave her grandson with her for the night, but I refuse. What are you afraid of? You left him with your mother-in-law for a week. He was at the dacha with her almost the entire summer. And you don't want to leave your child with me then? Mom laments. Yes, I can really trust my son to my mother-in-law. I know that he will be fine, that she will listen to him and control him, that she will not allow him to do anything unnecessary, which cannot be said about my mother. When I was little, my mother never listened to any of my complaints. She said that I was lying or slandering, although I was no more of a fantasist than my peers. There were several cases when my mother's attitude could have ended badly. Once a fishbone got stuck in my throat. My mother did not believe me. She said that I made it all up. She looked and saw nothing, which was not surprising with her poor eyesight. A few days later, the pain in my throat was already unbearable. My mother took me to the doctor. It turned out that I had developed an inflammation. My mother told the doctor that I had not complained to her about anything, although I cried for several days because of the pain in my throat. In the summer, we often went swimming in the river. I got water in my ears. One ear was very blocked. Don't make things up. Jump around and it will go away, she said. But nothing went away. I complained to my mother for several days in a row, but in response, she just waved me off and told me not to make things up. As a result, I developed a high temperature. The diagnosis was otitis. These are the most vivid cases from my memories. I remember how my mother sent me to school feeling unwell, with a cough and a runny nose. She said that nothing hurt and that I was making it all up. Now that I have become a mother myself, I don't understand how you can treat your child's complaints like that. I play it safe every time I see the slightest change in his health, and I care about my son's health. My mother doesn't care about such things. My mother has always been too careless. I remember how she left me alone at the age of 5 and went away for a long time. I can't imagine leaving my son alone at home in a year. Knowing my mother, if I leave my son with her now, she can still go about her business for a few hours, and the child will be left unattended. Okay, I was calmer, but my son was restless. He climbs everywhere. He always needs to go somewhere. Mom just doesn't pay attention to things like food allergies. She thinks that it's all a lie. You've just spoiled the child, always ate everything from the common table, and nothing happened, she says. At the same time, this person is trying to persuade me to leave my son with her for the night or even for a few days. I think that any mother will agree with me that the child's health is the most important thing, and I simply cannot trust my mother with my son for a long time. My mother-in-law is more responsible in this regard. She has a younger son. He is now 10 years old. I've seen how she copes with children of my child's age. We have similar views on raising children, so I don't worry when my son is visiting my husband's mother. Recently, my mother and I had a big fight about this. I understand that she misses her grandson, but I just can't leave him with her for long. Moreover, my son is allergic to dust, and my mother's bedroom is full of dust collectors, a carpet on the wall, on the floor, a fluffy blanket on the bed. I have reprimanded her several times, asked her to clean it all up or at least vacuum it, but she doesn't want to do it. You're making up some nonsense, she said. You've simply overtreated your child. That's why he gets sick so often. I don't want to offend my mother once again, but my son's health is not an empty phrase for me. I'm already all on edge when I leave him with my mom for a couple of hours, and she insists that I give her my grandson for the night. I'm just tired of constantly looking for excuses. I tried to tell my mom about the real reasons, but she just doesn't understand it.